Woods report. So a lot going on. Well, more like world stuff. Why are you making that face?
Because you say that every day. But you know what?
I don't say that every day. Sometimes I say there's something.
You say it a lot, but usually
I don't say that every day.
You say it a lot, Mom. A lot going on. Thank you.
I say sometimes it's a lot. I say not a lot going on.
Majority of the time you will say a lot's going on. But I'm getting to a point that I'm supporting you. Actually, every day something is going on.
Yeah.
We may capture it and we may miss it.
Right.
Y'all may even notice something that,
right.
They didn't talk about that today.
Right. Some things it's like I don't want to talk about. It's stupid.
I know.
Some things are so stupid. And then there are some things that we talk about that's stupid. But I just do it because I could add something to it that maybe is personal.
Like what? Being heavy on the plane?
Yeah.
That's not stupid.
I'm saying about a celebrity or something.
Fun to it, but that's serious.
No, some of the celebrity stuff is just stupid.
Okay.
Nobody cares about them like that.
They get in a fight.
Yeah.
Or if a phone is thrown at them on stage.
Nobody cares. Yeah. So today's big hot topic, I guess, is Cornel West.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying they was talking about that on The View.
Yeah, you and I have two different opinions on him in the race.
Yeah.
Not so much, I'm not party driven, so I
could care less.
It's not that I can care less.
Right.
Because I was just telling my sister before we went on live, anybody in that position affects us in some way, whether you're Republican, a Democratic, Green Party, Independent, whatever decisions they make or don't make, it may hurt you. It may oh man, why you change the law on that?
Right.
So that was my thing. And if you feel like he has a good reason for being in this race.
Well, here's my thing. Because I'm not a Democrat, I don't care that the Democrats are upset that Cornel West is in the race. Mm-hmm. Apparently, the Democrats are upset that Cornel West is in the race.
I can see why, though.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't care because you want to put all your eggs in one basket with Biden. You're not supporting any other person that wants to run as a Democrat. They pretty much told anybody, if you run as a Democrat, we're not supporting you. So you know what? Because of that, maybe you will lose. Hopefully, I want them to lose, actually.
Well, think about it. We're a little bit liberal when it comes to the parties in general, because you and I can go both ways. I'm like
liberal
Sarah.
On what?
I'm liberal on not taking a stand on a specific party. That's what I meant.
Yeah, both of them suck.
Like Sarah says on The View, I'm independent. And whatever is going my way as far as what my important priorities are, I go towards that. And it may be a different person from each party that we may select. But I do understand why the Democrats, people who are party driven, why they are a little concerned, because they went back to Hillary Clinton when they mentioned the gentleman who was running third party, Green Party. Yeah. And he stole some votes. They feel like he's getting in there. He stayed to the very end. He didn't drop out. Yeah. He stayed in there. So people who probably took him like, hey, I like him. I don't like Hillary. Right. I like him. Right. And they voted for him. So that could have been a vote, even though they don't like Hillary. Yeah. Trump won.
Okay, but here's the thing. Who cares? That's their party. Okay, so let me explain my thing. That is somebody who is a Democrat who's concerned, right? They're concerned because they're a Democrat and they want
a Republican to win.
Exactly. For me, I don't care, because it doesn't matter to me if a Democrat wins or if a Republican wins.
What if the Republican person is DeSantis?
See that? Okay, here's my thing.
Would that change the whole argument?
Yeah. Here's my thing.
Okay.
Cornel West, this is what I believe Cornel West is doing. Mm-hmm. I believe Cornel West is in this race to hold Biden's feet to the fire. You said you was going to do all this stuff loan forgiveness and all this stuff for black people and HBCUs and this and that and the other. And we want to see it. Now, until we see it, the George Floyd bill passed and all that other stuff, why should black people just blindly go to the poll and vote for Joe Biden? I'm tired of Democrats assuming that all black people are going to vote Democrat, but regardless of what you tell us and what you do.
But one of the comments that a person from the Democratic Party made, he was saying, using numbers from the last time a person did the Green Party and Independent Party, he says this is not a time to do a test run and let me get my foot in there
because I want somebody bought by the Democrats.
No, I'm just saying I see what they're saying. This is not unless you are planning on stepping out when it comes to the final count, because you know whether you're saying it's right. Blacks don't assume, but you know that if you go to the very end, there's a very strong chance you will split the votes. And the Republican Party, that a lot of people don't want, democratically, to win.
And what about this? What about the fact that black people at this point, we don't care? But if you say, this is pretty much what Democrats are telling us. If Cornel West stays in, he'll split the vote and you may end up with a Republican who you won't get the things that you want. Well, guess what? We're still not getting what we want and we have Democrats. So to me, you got one or two choices. Black people are not showing up at the polls. They're just not going to show up. That's it. They're just not going to vote. A lot of them aren't going to vote. Or you're going to have black people who show up excited because of Cornel West, if he stays in. Either way, to me, you either get no vote or you get a vote that goes to Cornel West. Either way, you're not going to get black people's vote. And whoever runs against Joe Biden is going to win. It doesn't matter whoever the Republican is, whether it's Trump, DeSantis, whoever's on that bill. They got like 20 of them. I do not believe, unless, again, I've said this on our show before, Joe Biden can win if he pulls the ace out of his sleeve, which all presidents do at the last minute, which is a war or some pandemic, something crazy that people will say, oh, we can't switch presidents. Mark my words, guys. 2024 is going to come. You're going to hear me say this all this year. You're going to hear me say this all next year until the election. Watch some crazy pandemic or some war, will be World War III or something crazy to where they're going to say you can't skip president. You can't trade a president during the middle of this. Yeah. So that's the only way Joe Biden will win. But other than that, he's not going to win.
But you know what thought came to me when we were talking to our dad, because our dad is Democrat. That's his party.
Is he? I don't think so. He voted for Reagan. Daddy is not Democrat.
So he's like us. I guess he goes both ways. But
he voted for Obama. We vote for who we like.
But the conversation during the year that when Obama, not the what's her name?
Hillary?
Was running. When Hillary was running. My dad didn't like Hillary.
Right.
He didn't vote.
See? And that's what's going to happen now.
But here's the thing. This is the concerning part. I get what you're saying, and that may very truly happen again. When we talked to my dad about Trump, all that, he had negative names to say. And I sat there and I thought about it. How many blacks who don't like Biden or tired of him or he ain't doing what he's promised to, if the Republican person who wins, maybe a Trump, maybe a vice president, maybe a DeSantis, now they're complaining like the children of Israel when they were brought out of Egypt. Why you leave us here to die? Because you didn't vote.
Well, here's the thing.
So it may get worse if you have a Republican, if you are Democratic in the House.
But this is what you guys have to understand. And I don't know how many times I have to say this.
Them, right?
Not you too.
No, because I don't do party.
No, I'm saying what you have to understand.
I'm trying to talk for them. I'm representing the Democratic people today.
We don't care about them. Okay. This is what y'all have to understand. We went through a thing. We talked about this on a previous show. Young black people, a lot of them like Trump.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
I don't know what to tell y'all. I watch YouTube all the time.
That basketball.
I watch.
Was it a football player?
I'm on Twitch. I'm on every social media. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on everything that the young kids are on.
What athlete was that saw him coming by? Was that a football?
Oh, he was at the UFC thing, and they was going crazy. DJ Academics and Jadion, all of them.
We'll see.
But here's the thing. Their parents are choking them and saying, I don't care how much you like Trump. He better not win. But when people go in and pull and poke the whatever or mark whatever page, they're going to vote for who they want to vote for. And some people want to vote for Trump because they want to see what happens.
It's like a big reality TV show.
They want
in the White House.
How can a convicted felon,
let's see if he's going to win,
run for president?
And if he wins, let's see if they let him be the president.
What happens? Now he's convicted because we believe he has 1 million cases. One of them got to stick. So let's assume.
They're throwing everything at him.
Let's assume he's going to be a convicted felon. Okay. And he has to serve time. We all know that's not going to be behind bars. It'll probably be a house arrest.
Yes. In one of his mansions.
You know how cool that is for young people, for the president of the United States
like having swag.
To have an ankle bracelet.
Because a lot of people would go, I get it, because I had one.
And I told you, we're not those sisters. What's those sisters everybody keeps saying? The one that died.
The Diamond and
Silk. We're not Diamond and Silk. But I will say this. There is an excitement about Trump being president.
I think my mom is even excited about that.
But people don't want to say it because it sounds bad.
Yes.
And here's the thing. It's sad that our competitor is Joe Biden. Because then you feel like, what's the worst that can happen?
We were happy, definitely, when the Obamas. There was like, my God, a black man in the White House.
If we was up here talking
black man in the White House.
If we was up here talking Trump and Obama running, and I was saying, Cornel could get in if he wants to, and we could. Then I can see you choking us.
Man, Cornel, sit your.
Then I can see
you. Grandmother used to say, sit your.
I can see you choking me. I can see you choking Cornel. See what I'm saying? You don't got time to be playing games, buddy.
You make grandma cuss.
But Biden.
I'll backslap you if you running. Not with Obama.
The Biden?
Well,
come on, man.
I'm trying to think out loud for Democratic parties. He gives them the jitters because they feel should. And you know what? A lot of it could be what you're saying. Minorities, people of color. They see another opportunity maybe for a brother to get in the house.
Can I ask you a question? Why do we care that the Democrats feel jittered about it? They should. Why should they think automatically because we're black?
Don't take it for granted.
We are going to show up and vote for Joe Biden.
And that's good though. That I guess
I don't like that.
Look at it on both sides. Cornel is a very intelligent man.
Yeah,
and he knows what he's talking about. So he's like another black man is a threat to a lot of you white conservatives and a lot of you white people in general.
White liberals too.
Oh my God, a black man from Harvard.
He's actually thinking and he actually is not going along with what we're telling him to do. Mm-hmm. You mean they're actually going to make us start doing stuff? And we can't just do campaign promises? We can
just lay back and just chill until the next year.
That black people...
So we'll see what his I'm sure he's been talking about what his plan is, his agenda, because he's running now. So I'm sure that's his plan in general.
The Democrats say this is not the time to order an experiment.
That's what I meant.
This is not the time to play around on the margins, warned DNC Chairman Jamie Harrison, a close Biden confidant. Why do we have to listen to her tell us this isn't the right time? Who is she? See, that's the thing. I'm tired of Democrats doing that.
That's not right, though, because I see what she's saying. It's just the fact that she's saying it. A lot of people feel that way. They feel like, brother, this ain't the time to do no experiment. Get out of the race.
And why are they?
Let us lean all towards Biden.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Why are they diminishing this black man running and saying he's an experiment?
No, they're saying that why is he getting in a third party as whatever his agenda is? Don't do that now.
Can I tell you why?
Maybe a later time.
No, can I tell you why? Because he couldn't run as a Democrat because they said they're not supporting Democrats. Anybody who runs on the Democratic ticket against Biden will not be supported.
But I think they're thinking too, Kim, let's be realistic. This is not Biden running against Bush. This is not Biden running against Cheney. This is not Biden running against, what's his name that passed away? Trump. And that's probably why they're saying, dude, this is not a time for no experiments. We're trying to get Trump out.
But he is not.
So he got a lot of people following him, and you jumping in with, I get it.
All right.
You're upset. He ain't doing what he's supposed to do. You got other things and other ideals to do this. But this is not the time to do it, Cornel.
It is the time to do it. I agree with Cornel. And I don't care if he stays all the way to the end. Because you didn't want him to run as a Democrat. And because Democrats said, how come we can't...
Kennedy is running as a Democrat.
How come we can't have 20 people running as a Democrat?
But Kennedy is running.
No, is he getting any support? Is he running as a Democrat, y'all?
I think he is. Did we hear that in the news that one of the Kennedys is running against Biden?
No, not as a Democrat.
I thought he was running as a Democrat. Check and see, though. Is that like an automatic for Biden? No one runs against him?
Nobody runs against him.
Because I didn't know how it's set up. When you're already the president, can someone run against you?
The fact that we don't even know tells you that he's not getting no press.
I know he's running unless he sat down.
No, it's a small group. 2024, Biden, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Maureen. That lady. That's right.
Two people running against him.
That lady, too. I forgot about her.
Why isn't Cornel not running against him?
Marianne Williamson. I forgot about her.
Is there a lot of things a lot of things that Cornel just don't agree with the Democratic Party as well?
Yeah. Remember, he spoke out against Obama. And that's a lot of black people was like, why are you speaking out against Obama? Black people act like you can't speak out against Obama. No. Like, Obama was perfect.
But you know what? I like what Colin Powell said.
He wasn't perfect. No, he did some stuff
he wasn't perfect, but I like how Colin Powell came at it.
What did he say?
When Colin Powell is a Republican. He says, I am going to vote for Obama.
Yeah.
Negro, I do get it. You're strong on your party. You're strong on your beliefs. But if you, for some reason, people feel like this is our very first time getting a black man in the White House. He's an intelligent black man. He's a handsome black man. He's not controversial. Even though you don't agree with all 10 of his points and you only agree with maybe 2 of them, can you at least sit down and go, I'm going to let him be in the White House to give him an opportunity. And then while he's in, hopefully the senators and whoever will fight against whatever they feel they need to do. I don't think that, for me personally, I felt like anybody who was against him at the very first time, I don't like that. I'm sorry.
Against who? Obama?
Against Obama. I like the fact that Colin Powell even said, I'm voting for him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colin.
Well, here's the thing.
Rest in peace.
So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Cornel is running for that Green Party. And there are 3 running for Democrat who they don't support at all. They only been talking about Biden.
Because of his name.
And Kennedy's not really, when I was listening to him, he's not really
Democratic.
He's more like progressive, I think. Like he's
like Bernie.
Yeah, he's like more. I think so. I'm not sure. I got to look at him and that lady too. Whereas Biden is like Democrat. He's like,
we need to sit and listen to Cornel and see what his views are and how different. Yeah, I need to go to his website and really pay attention to how different is his view from the Democratic way. So,
well, I don't really, to me, I'm not a Democrat. So I'm
just saying I want to hear what he may be saying something that I may like, oh, wow, Cornel, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Okay, I get it. Because I don't like either other views on that.
So the story is that the Democrats are feeling jitterish over Cornel West running. They feel like he's going to be a threat if he goes all the way to the end.
Split the votes.
And that he'll split the vote. My view is that if he does, I don't care. Or he's not going to split the vote. If he gets out, they're not going to vote for Biden anyway. People just not going to show up.
Okay.
And my position is, what's going on with our lights?
I don't know. I hope it's not a storm.
Storm a coming. I said a storm is a coming.
Mad dog.
No, I'm doing Martin. Mad
dogs are coming. I said mad dogs are coming.
And we prep. So.
Yep. Are your lights flickering?
Yeah, it's probably the storm. It's a storm coming.
Storm is passing over.
And my other position is that even if he gets out, black people aren't going to vote for Biden anyway. The Republican is going to win, whoever is the Republican. Biden has a chance if Trump is the nominee. Because people hated Trump so much last time, who never voted just so Trump wouldn't win.
Exactly.
Any other Republican, I'm sorry, they're going to win.
But they were saying, like you were saying, once they started hearing Pence talk, they're starting to change their minds now. The mega group and some of them who are kind of leaning towards a mega feeling, they're like, wow, Pence pretty much brought some light to some things.
But it all depends on who Trump's vice president is. Because a lot of the people who are the mega people and the Republicans are going to vote for Trump because they know he won't be able to fulfill being a president.
Being arrested.
So they're really going to support him, really to support whoever the vice president is.
And knowing Trump, he may not even pick any of those people, even though they may get on his side or whatever. Well, we thought about Tim Scott because he's black. He'll be a token for him
might vote
get some black votes.
If he picks Tim Scott or a woman who's not crazy like Marjorie and them, he's definitely gonna win president
because they'll know that they'll be the one doing the job. He may pick that lady. Now this is sad. He may pick that lady in Arizona.
That's what I'm saying. I said somebody not crazy.
No.
I'm thinking Carrie Lane.
Yeah.
No, he won't pick. If he picks somebody not crazy like her or Marjorie,
I mean, I'll see him picking the lady running now for.
If he picks Nikki Haley, he's in because he's in because women, even though she's not pro-choice,
pro-life.
And that's the other thing that people got to start to realize. Even though they poll people and they say the majority of Americans are, pro-choice or pro-life, whatever, most people, this is my opinion, they don't care. Unless you plan on going out to have an abortion, they don't care. But we care about Social Security,
the problem is
Medicaid,
but the problem is too, the main thing about that is just letting people do what they want to do with their own bodies.
Yeah.
But they say the abortion numbers are not high.
No.
The majority of people don't have an abortion. Most of them are very conservative. They're either Christian.
The media
they take life very personal.
The media is making people think it's a bigger issue than what it is.
Taking your rights away.
Nobody cares.
We're going to make the decision.
And believe it or not, the majority of this country is conservative. I know y'all don't want to hear that. It is. The large cities aren't. That's why you get these big mass numbers from like LA and Chicago and New York and Miami. But when you go to small town USA, most people are conservative. They don't care about stuff like that. They care about property taxes.
I think
and stuff.
People don't like the ideal of their freedom being taken to choose.
That part, yes.
Don't tell me what to do with my body. And if they did get pregnant for whatever reason, they still may not have an abortion.
And the reason why they don't like Trump, and a lot of it isn't his policies, they just don't like him. They don't want him. They think he's divisive. He causes friction in the country.
Yeah,
he's a troublemaker.
Talk about you.
He's an embarrassment to the rest of the world. Ask them about policy, and most of them will be like, I don't know. What does he think about HBCU? I don't know. What does he think about? I don't know. What does he think about 6-week abortion terms? I don't know.
They like it.
What does he think about Social Security? I don't know. But I just don't like him.
I don't know. I don't know what he thinks about that. I just know I like him.
Right. Or don't like him.
Because he tell you off, and I like how he throws shade.
Right.
Okay.
So mix that with a good, strong vice president, and he's going to win. Because they know they're not voting for him. They're voting for the vice president, and he's going to be locked up in Mar-a-Lago.
And we're hoping from the very first time when he was running, because he's narcissist, that he's not thinking to pick somebody he can still tell what to do.
Well, he's a moron. See, most people who aren't morons would say this is a prime opportunity for the country to move ahead. I'll pick a vice president because I'm going to be locked up in Mar-a-Lago. He's not. He's a moron. fine. So I'm going to be locked up
they're not going to lock me
I'm going to be locked up. I'm being realistic. I'm going to be locked up in Mar-a-Lago with a bracelet on my leg, and I'm not going to be able, ankle bracelet, and I'm not going to be able to travel. So I'm going to have to forfeit being the president of the United States. I'm going to get a vice president who can move the country forward because I actually care about the country. That's not him. He doesn't care about the country. So because of that, he probably will pick Kerry from Arizona or Marjorie Taylor Greene.
It'll be interesting, though. You're right, to see him win because his family is not, other than his sons. Who else he going to be putting in those different groups?
Nobody.
See, nobody wants to be with him. They're scared of him. He may throw them under the bus. He's tarnished.
And he has stuff on everybody.
Yeah.
He is Denzel Washington in Training Days. I got papers on all of y'all.
Getting mad.
All of y'all.
I'm like, Negro, you messed up. Now, and ain't nobody coming to help you now.
See, Trump is Denzel Washington at the end. He scared people so much. Giuliano's hair dye coming all down his face.
Nervous.
He nervous. My mother said Giuliani's going to jail. I said, no, he's not. He's in there cutting a deal with the FBI, telling them everything they need to know.
His daughter and his son-in-law.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
He's not going to jail because he's going to spill the beans.
Yeah.
And Trump's family is spilling the beans, and everybody's spilling the beans. They're going to put it all on him. And he's a moron because he doesn't realize what's happening to him. He's still saying, he still thinks that these people are going to climb the wall of the White House and Capitol for him. One time, buddy. One time you got it. We all know that if they was black people and Latino people, they would have shot us down the minute. They would have gotten us in the park while we was talking about it. You know, the guy on the stage. We're going to march as soon as he say march. What we're going to do, guys, we're going to they took him out right at the podium.
They wouldn't even let us park our cars to even come and gather.
And then when we trying to come, then we would have been like, okay, let's march on over to the Capitol. No, you know what? We not stupid. Black people ain't stupid.
I don't know.
The first black guy who would have said, let's march over to the Capitol, brothers would have been like, man, I'm going... What's that? Y'all having a barbecue over?
I don't know.
All right,
because I trust our people. We do everything on social media. We showing our guns on social media. We showing us robbing somewhere.
We ain't climbing.
We will show y'all that we get ready to march on the Capitol.
When have you seen rioters and down in Beverly Hills and stuff? No, they'll let you tear up your own. You know, let's go down to Pastor Johnson's church and rip it apart on MLK Boulevard. The cops would be like, "See ya," but say, "Let's go to
Hollywood Boulevard."
No, who's a pastor? A rich
Joel
pastor.
Osteen,
We're gonna march down to Joel Osteen's church and kick in the doors, and we're gonna dismantle. It'll be a whole row. All the Navy base will be all around that building. Army.
What was the movie we saw where everybody pulled a gun out? Was the Furious?
I forgot what Furious? Yeah, I forget.
Everybody in the crowd had a gun and pointing at them.
That's what that is.
That's what they would do to us.
Trump is still in this moron world of thinking he's going to get the mega people to climb the walls again. That's not happening. They locking these people up.
Yeah, they are.
And the FBI you know what the FBI is doing? The FBI is going to these little small towns with the militia groups, and they've infiltrated it. Some guy named Bubba is in the group, and he's an FBI agent. And he's going back and telling the FBI, don't worry. Do you think they're going to climb the... No, man. We talking in the meeting about, no, there's nothing.
Well, they had him on the front of the Judiciary Court today.
Who?
The FBI, the people over that whole thing.
You believe that?
Trying to ask them questions.
Do you believe that?
Did you know? Were you aware that there were undercover FBI agents in the
and you know that, and you know they talked to them before that, right? This is what Jim Johnson and them did. The FBI called him. See, you know they got secret rooms and stuff in the White House and the Capitol building. So they went down there with him and brought him in and sat him down and said, okay, we got to do this in front of the American people. This is allegedly, I'm throwing this out. And so Jim is like, I got to throw you some hardball questions so people won't think it's real. All right, but just keep it, be okay with
practice
it.
On
If you go off the record or go off of what we talked about, I'll have papers on you too, Jim. Mm-hmm. So you want to get called in? No, I'm good. Okay. Play hardball in front of the camera, mm-hmm. but understand that if you cross that line, buddy, we got a folder on you. So keep it nice.
Did all of that.
Keep it cute.
Preparing for this judiciary court.
Keep it cute. Keep it cute. I don't believe that. You're going to call an FBI. What's the main guy?
Pretty much saying he's a liar.
Was it Smith?
You're a liar. You said that.
Was it Smith? The main guy?
I don't remember the name. I just know that they were being questioned.
You're going to call the Department of Justice in front of you and play hardball.
But my thing is, when they're
you think I believe that?
The sad thing, even though we don't trust the FBI, even on our own personal
I didn't say I don't trust the FBI.
No, I'm saying if people are saying that,
I got you.
I don't like the fact that
y'all players.
No, I don't like the fact that the questions that they're asking is trying to smear them, and I don't like that.
Right.
Because the FBI is doing what the FBI does.
Exactly.
But don't try to make them look like they're liars. They already planned this. Why are you coming after Trump? I mean, come on, you guys.
We in this household are friends of the FBI.
Yeah, they're doing their job. Whether we like it or not, they're doing their job. They've been watching a lot of us from day one, but that's their job.
That's their job.
Okay.
Do your job.
If there's any threats, anything against our government,
take them out. Mm-hmm. And we trust the CIA. We trust all of them. Mm-hmm. We love you guys.
You know what? You sound like JJ on Good Times when they had the FBI checking them out, and James lost his job because they found out that one of the family members was corresponding to Cuba.
Michael
was.
Yeah, ain't no Michaels in this house.
James lost his job. JJ lost his job, and he would be saying, "My country, tears," because there may be a bug in the house.
Thank you.
They was afraid. They didn't want to say nothing negative.
There's no Michaels in this house. No Michael Evans.
And we're not corresponding with Cuba.
No.
We're just allegedly.
We went there.
Well, now the doors are closed.
We already on the list. They said anybody who has gone to Cuba, you're already automatically on the list.
Why?
Because you went to Cuba. But that's fine. We good. We upstanding citizens.
Do we have to we brought some cigars back. Did we have to get that approved?
We did.
Yeah.
You just be telling everything while you're on the
nervous.
thing. Yeah. No, we good.
Okay.
All right. Emerald says, hey, ladies.
Hey.
Wendy says, hey, siblings. Hey, guys. Leila says, good evening. Tell it like it is, women.